My name's Matthew Blythe and I've been involved in the Smartsheet project giving technical support on the EID equipment. When we come to look at doing target strategic treatments or monitoring daily life weight gain in animals, the first thing we need to do is have the equipment capable of being able to record this information. So to start with, we need a weigh crate, potentially with digital capabilities to make life easier, but this also can be done on a traditional spring balance. Using a TrueTest XR5000 or an XR3000, we can use the Mordens TST algorithm. This can be downloaded using the AgriIgnite platform. This puts on a predicted weight onto these devices. If we were just looking at monitoring daily live weight gain, we could use a EasyWeigh 7i or an ID 5000 to do this. To help get a more accurate weight, we need to consider a few points. One, getting a level surface or a level enough surface to make the animal stand in its natural form, to put even weight across all four hooves, which will then put equal weight across the two load cells that you've got in your weigh crate. Anything between the weigh cell and the isolation frame, dung, string, wool, compacted in there, will limit the ability for the load cell pressure to be put on the load cell, giving you an accurate reading. The isolation frame is also, if it's touching the front gate or the back gate, if it's slightly bent in any form, can also limit the ability for the weighing section to put pressure on the load cells. If the plugs caps have not been put back on the load cells when they are not in use, moisture can ingress into these, giving corrosion or a issue which does not allow the load cell to get an accurate electric reading back from the load cells. All these things combined can limit your ability to get an accurate weight. To get the most accurate weighing possible, we need to have the weigh crate on the levelest, firmest ground possible. I know this is sometimes difficult, but if we're trying to get more accurate weights, we need to look at this. So, if the animal puts more weight on the front load cell compared to the back load cell, we're taking readings off both load cells to give one weight, and it's basically dividing the weight between the two. If there's more pressure being put on the front via the back, we'll see slightly lighter sheep. Also, there's a isolation frame on most weigh crates, separating the weigh cell or the weighing system, the weigh crate, which is bolted to the weigh cell, which is the weigh cell is then bolted to the isolation frame. If we get debris, muck, wool, string, etc. between the weigh crate and the isolation frame, lowering the ability for the load cell to push down, because this is given a resistance, this will lower your capabilities of getting an accurate weight. It will still give you a weight, but it'll be less accurate. Also, bends in gates between the gate and the isolation frame. Again, if these are slightly touching, this will then give you a resistance point, which will limit the ability for the weigh crate to push down properly on the load cell. Combining all three problems, the touching gate, the wool and stuff between the isolation frame and the load cell, then an unlevel weigh crate, we've got a combination of three things limiting our ability to give an accurate weight. Plus, over time, if load cells do not have the covers on their plugs when they're not in use, there is a chance of moisture getting into the end of the plug. This over time will degrade the electrical reading that's being passed up the load cell to the weigh box, given an inaccurate weight as well. Combining the four things together, you are lowering your ability at getting an accurate weight when weighing sheep. If you still find your weigh crate is weighing inaccurately after you've checked there's nothing giving you an issue with the load cells working properly, you could always do a recalibration of your load cells to your weigh head. This is called a spam calibration. The spam calibration can be done by weighing the weigh crate empty, then putting a predetermined weight inside the weigh crate and recording that on the weigh head. This will recalibrate your weigh head to know what resistance it's feeling. Spam calibrations are also done when using unipart weigh cells made by other manufacturers than TrueTest. TrueTest do have a list in their XR5000 of other manufacturers' weigh cells which you can convert across. Start with the 0 weigh scales, put the weight on the end. It's not touching the isolation frame anywhere, so it's just weighing on the thing, and we've got 6.7. We take the weight off and let it go to 0, so we've got no weight on. Put the weight into the middle. We're now at 6.5. Again, if we take the weight off, let it go to 0. Put the weight on the opposite end. We've got 6.3. Back to 0. You need to go to the TrueTest website and download TrueTest Data Link to update firmware on any TrueTest device. Also, this software can be used to download session files and upload session files, animal life data, etc. into TrueTest devices. Once you've downloaded TrueTest Data Link, you'll get an icon appear on your desktop. Click on the icon to wake up TrueTest Data Link. Once it finds your TrueTest device, it will automatically connect with it, and you can see all your session files. To update the firmware or software on your Link software or on your TrueTest device, we need to go to Tools, Updates. We can either set this to automatically check for updates every time you connect your TrueTest device, or you can have it on manual. By having it on manual, this is preferential for some of the third-party management software that have an automatic download capability of downloading off a TrueTest device into their own management software. Sometimes when we update the TrueTest devices, the third-party management software are not aware of this, and this can give us issues with trying to download or upload into the TrueTest device from the third-party software. But if you're using a software that uploads from a CSV file,
I would recommend you have on automatically check for updates. To check for updates manually, or to check to make sure there's no updates missing, just click check for updates, and we can see here there is no updates available for this device.